Hey, what's up, and welcome to my corner of the internet. So, this is one of those videos where I think it's time to really speculate on the state of anime, and of course I have other review and videos coming up, but I decided this is one video that I feel like I should make in this time currently. So, with the return of Bleach coming up very, very soon, and I'm a little excited about it regardless of my opinion of Bleach. Bleach is one of the forefathers of so many different ideas and anime that I love, and Bleach in the beginning was incredible and had some of the best arcs ever created. But once again, I didn't necessarily like the execution, this, that, yada, yada, yada. I'm probably going to make another video on Bleach and I guess think about what I want next for Bleach.
What a pain in the balls.
Hold on a sec. Is she taking it up the ass?
Sure is. Oh, if you guys hear anything about that, I'd appreciate it if you let me know.
But enough of that conversation about Bleach. But Bleach did, well, I keep talking about Bleach. Bleach is now bringing up something I've thought about for a long time. We all know how cutthroat anime and manga is. We know this system is about getting the views, getting the viewers to love it, getting a supportive fan base, being able to have movies. At the end of the day, manga and anime has never made it any secret that it is about money, because they will act shows like it's nobody's business. Even right now, currently, I think just like 2 days ago, some anime were just axed and manga were just taken out of the rotation, and boom, that's it. Anime is a cutthroat system where they throw out either the greatest shows ever or they throw out mediocre shows like it's nothing if they do not herald the views and the fan base does not support it. But now we're starting to see something different within anime and manga. With Bleach coming back, we're seeing that if it has a dedicated fan base and there's an ability to make money, or say for instance there's enough callback for it, we could quite possibly see some revival. And that's the conversation I want to have today.
Tell me what you're doing here.
Let's flip a coin. Heads I tell you, tails we go out on a date.
As an anime watcher, you will go through garbage, you'll go through animes that have 7 episodes that are pure hot fire, and then the last 5 will be straight garbage. You will go through the anime trenches and you'll find gems, or you'll find the latest trash heap that deserves to be burned alive. That is the duality of being an anime watcher. You never know what anime is going to give you, and especially if you go season to season to season, basically you're waiting week to week to see if your anime is going to crash and burn, or it's going to do something amazing that rewards you for watching it. And very often than not, you are either rewarded or not rewarded. And I have so many different animes that I think deserve to get a second chance, because I think that's what Bleach proves. Because Bleach, we are in a bit of a time away from Bleach's like last chapters and its like progression, and like when it was out and about like normally. Bleach crashed and burned. I don't care what no one says. The story got repetitive, the drawings lost a lot of its fever and fervor, a lot of the moments with Ichigo weren't interesting. It felt like every moment there was a Deus Ex Machina for every single fight, and I don't care. You can argue with your mama, because I read it. I love Bleach. Believe me, I do love Bleach. It's just, it lost a lot of the coolness that it had in the beginning, and if Bleach can get a retry, I think D. Gray Man needs another shot. I don't know what's going. I know the manga is not necessarily the farthest ahead, and they tried Hollow, stuff like that. I think Kami-sama Dolls needs another try. I think Yu Yu Hakusho, with that completely mid-ending, I think it deserves more. And I think that's now the conversation I want to have. Even Seven Deadly Sins deserves another retry, because I still see a fan base for that anime, and even though they literally just like destroyed it, it's still there. People still talk about it, and the new writings of the 4 Deadly Horsemen, or if I'm saying that wrong, sorry. There's still people that read it, and even I've been kind of interested in seeing what that is. I've at least looked at the manga a couple times. I wasn't, but I see the interest. I genuinely do see the interest while I'm out and about on the internet stream. So now that I'm really sitting here and thinking about all these things, I think it's finally time to talk about the possibility of seeing a different anime world where animes have a second chance. Because I've also noticed anime has a very different fan base than I guess most medias. Now, I do want to acknowledge that anime has this way of subverting and continuing, and it's interesting how you're starting to notice Japan take a little bit of notice of foreign waters and foreign money because their movies literally go crazy here. It's just now I'm starting to realize, could you imagine like what Fruit Basket would do now? There's a lot of different animes that came out in the early 2000s and then the 2010s that if they came out now, they would go so stupid, so crazy. Like there is no way that we are not getting all these reboots. Like Higurashi made so many storms that like I know it got a little bit of a reboot, and like even Fruits Basket when it came out again and it got renewed and it was like given basically like a level up, I think it did pretty well. And I looked around and I see more and more people getting into this anime that was like loved back then, but now it's getting even more love. Could you imagine what Angel Beats would do right now? Right now, during the mental health conversation, during this time, like just modernize it a little bit. Do you know what Angel Beats would do right now? Like seriously, like Angel Beats was a phenomenon back then, but imagine it right now. Just update the stories. Just update the story, or just tweak the stories slightly. Angel Beats would go insane right now. Like Angel Beats would probably be one of the greatest animes right now. Or Evangelion. Could you imagine Evangelion right now? Just imagine so many different animes having some of these marquee moments right now. And of course, you can't like redo every single thing because that would get redundant. But I do think certain animes deserve a second chance. And I think that's what Bleach proves. Because, once again, Bleach did crash and burn. I don't care what no one says. It did crash and burn. And it did not have the greatest reception towards its ending arcs. And
僕なぜか跳ね飛ばされなくて。
いえ、あなたは合格です。
え？
手違いかもしれないですが、それもまた運です。怪物が来たな。
So, now that we're here, still thinking about how anime is changing, I see the anime system, or at least this wonderful medium, it's shifting. I'm seeing more authors outside of Japan making strides, like Radiant, stuff like that. Like I'm seeing a lot of webtoons be transformed into things. We're seeing a difference in media. And one thing that I think is very noticeable is how comic books, something that came from the United States, originated, aren't even talked about as much. I'm definitely not a Marvel fan. Not interested. I think they're just not into it. Not for any other particular reason. I just never really was interested in the characters, I guess. But I believe we're seeing some deafening changes to anime and manga, and these changes are going to go on for a very, very long time. And I can't wait to see what unfolds, because what anime and manga was 10 years ago isn't the same now. What we're looking at with like JJK, Chainsaw Man, all these other animes who are now starting to bend and shift the genre, and shonen does not look the same as what it was. And I'm just so interested in what's changing, and I'm also interested in what animes are going to get another second chance up to bat, because there is a catalog of animes that I think if they came out now, they would just swing and they would go so crazy right now. Like there's some animes, like I think Reborn, if we give a little bit of a tweaking to Reborn, a lot of with that soundtrack, a lot of what it did, I believe that Reborn would go so stupid. Like, I genuinely believe Reborn would go so stupid right now. I do think it has a little bit of too classic, so it needs to have a little bit more edge to it, and the story needs to be tweaked. A lot of the plot needs to be tweaked, but it's one of those animes that I think would go really cool right now. And add a little bit more of, I guess, gore. I guess add a little bit more blood, and then it'll definitely go cool. But Reborn was good in its own right. I'm thinking about now how anime genuinely is changing, and it's just been really in my brain because I'm seeing things that I don't think I would have seen when I was a kid, or maybe it just wasn't publicized. I don't know of any other anime that got the ability to come back. It was like, if this anime gets axed, it's done. And now I'm seeing Bleach come back, and once again, it was not the most loved when it left. This entire video does seem like I'm a Bleach hater. I'm sorry. I do love Bleach, genuinely. It's just this conversation about Bleach coming back and even Hunter x Hunter coming back. It is bringing to my mind what can be possible if voices are heard loud enough, if we just get lucky enough and the conversation shifts towards, hey, we need to bring this back because it deserves a chance to fulfill its story. Once again, Yu Yu Hakusho deserves a better ending, especially for all the themes that it explored. And that'll be it for the video. How do you feel? Do you think that some of these animes deserve a second chance? Is there any anime that you know indefinitely deserves another second chance? Please like, comment, and subscribe, and have a great day. Seriously, what anime deserves a second chance? Put that in the comments. Have a great day.